Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have a very big problem where I want to buy so many physical books, but I never read them. Like I have maybe over 20 books just for myself and I have barely read any of them. So that's why I've decided to enter the 2025 Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. You guys can also join with me. It doesn't have to be your physical books, but it can also be ebooks that you've been wanting to read. But I'm going to try to read books from my physical TBR. This challenge was made by Chantal Reads All Day, and it's basically every month you have a prompt and you choose a book that fits with that prompt, and you have to read that book. So today I'm going to be showing you guys which books I'm going to be reading for all of the prompts. So for January, the prompt is beauty. So I decided to read The Queens of New York by E.L. Shen, mainly because this girl, her name is Gia, which means beautiful. And I think it's a beautiful cover, and I've also read this before and it has a beautiful message. I did read it on my ebook, that's why I want to reread it so I can annotate the actual book. And the thing is, this was the first book I read in 2024, so it's going to be really funny that it's also going to be the first book I read in 2025. The prompt for February is size. So I didn't have anything that had size in the title necessarily, but I thought maybe I could read my longest book or my shortest book. So Crank Palace or Powerless. And I think it really depends on what mood I'm in. I've read this already, but I haven't read the rest of the Maze Runner series. So I think if I finish it by then, I'll probably read this. But if not, then I will tackle Powerless. I'm already a little into it, but I think I'm gonna start over just because it's been a while since I've last read it. Then the prompt for March is time. So I decided to read This Time It's Real. Matches pretty well in my opinion. I did read this on my Kindle twice actually, but now I have the physical book, so I want to annotate it, so this is gonna be super fun. The prompt for April is flowers, so I decided to do the poppy war because poppy is a flower. I don't know for sure if it's the flower in this context, but I'm just gonna go with it. The prompt for May is favorite, so I decided to do my favorite. This one matches with my favorite color and my favorite author, so that would be Anne Yang as my favorite author and pink as my favorite color. So I'm going to read I Hope This Doesn't Find You. Again, I have read this, I think also twice, but I have not annotated the book, so very excited to do that. The prompt for June is birds, so I decided to do The Dragon Promise, which is the second book in the series of Six Crimson Cranes, and the girls' brothers are cranes in this book, so I felt that matched pretty well. I already read the first one, so that's why I'm doing the second one. The prompt for July is royalty, and I have two options. I'm not sure yet which one I'm going to do. So first I have Tokyo Ever After, which is about a girl who finds out she's a princess, and I have The Kingdom, which I think is a sci-fi mystery. So I guess I'm gonna see which mood I'm in when July comes, or if I read one before then. The prompt for August is space, and I found it really hard to find a book that matched with that, but in the end I settled on If You Could See the Sun, because sun is, in space. That's the best I could find. So this is one of my favorite books. I read it on my Kindle and I'm so excited to annotate it because it's gonna be fun. Then September is travel. So I chose Daughter of a Pirate King because pirates travel a lot, right? I didn't really have anything else that matched the theme, so I thought that this one was good enough. And I've been wanting to read this for a long time, but I just never did, so I can't wait to read it, but I have to wait a while. The next prompt for October is history, so I have this book called Killers of the Flower Moon, which is a non-fiction historical book, so I thought that matched pretty well. And then for November and December, I didn't have any books that matched the theme, but I was thinking maybe I'll get a book by the time they roll around, like my birthday's in February, maybe I'll get a book that fits the theme. But November is food and December is frosty. And I do have a book that is kind of frosty, but I already read it, so I don't really feel like rereading it. So I'm just gonna say all of the books that I have left to read, and maybe you guys have already read them and one of them fits the prompt, and you can just let me know and then I'll read it by then. So I have The Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials, The Death Cure, The Fever Code, The Kill Order, Ready Player One, Dear Mr. M, Joe Speedboat, The Summer of Broken Rules, and The Counselors. So if you guys have read it and it matches the theme, even just like a little bit, then let me know because I need 2 more books, and if not, then I'll just choose something on my Kindle. I'm also going to try to update you guys every month on how the reading challenge is going, if I'm reading the book, if I decided not to, or change it up, just so I can keep y'all in the loop. So these are the books that I'm hopefully going to be reading in 2025. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you decide to enter the challenge, comment which books you're also going to be reading because I want to know, maybe I can get some ideas from you guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!